Hello guys, good afternoon. Let me make you taller. You guys don't even know where you guys are standing on. Hello guys and welcome back to another reading vlog. I am getting ready right now because I am going book shopping. I am getting ready because I was just gonna spend the whole day reading. That was the plan for today. I have nothing to do, but then I saw that Barnes & Noble is having a 50% off on their hardcover books, and even though I don't have anything in particular that I want to buy, I'm waiting on 2 orders from books that I bought this week. I got one for myself and then my husband got a few for Christmas that didn't arrive, so I'm waiting on those. It is Tuesday. What's today? It is December 27th, so I hope you guys had a great time, great holidays. I'm looking forward to the new year, everything. I did take a break from recording and everything. I will talk about it. I will talk about that later because I was doing Vlogmas / the 12 books of Christmas and I stopped doing that, and I'll talk more about that later. But yes, Barnes & Noble is doing a 50% off on their hardcover books. Today's the last day and I wasn't planning on going because I don't have any book in particular. Like I can't think of a book that I want, so I'm just gonna go browse everything, see if there's something that I want. Like I might come out empty-handed. I'm not sure, but I'm also craving Starbucks, so we're gonna go do that. Obviously I'm gonna take you guys with me. I have nothing to do. Like I said, I was just gonna read the whole day because it was pouring this morning. It was a beautiful morning, like it was dark, raining. I woke up, started reading, took a nap, and then right now I'm good. So we're gonna go. But I wanted to do something to the face because I haven't gone out like for more than a week. I did go see my family during Christmas, but that's it. I've had a full week off from work and I haven't done anything. Like I haven't gotten ready. I haven't, like nothing except for Christmas, like the 24th and the 25th. So yeah, I thought it would be a good idea for me to bring you guys along with me and just do this quick. I do have to drive like about 20 minutes to get to Barnes & Noble, so that's gonna be fun. I haven't been driving at all because I'm not working, so the last thing I want to do is drive, especially because of the weather. But right now it's fine. It's not as windy as it was this morning, and it's also not raining right now, so I think it's a good time to go. So let me just get my stuff and let's head out to Barnes & Noble. Change of plans. Big change of plans. I was heading to Barnes & Noble, and I told you guys I have to go to another city to get to Barnes & Noble's. Well, scratch that. I am not spending 45 minutes on the road because of traffic. It's just not worth it. I don't think 45 minutes to go to a store that has a 50% sale on hardcovers and I don't have any books that I want to get, like it was just to browse them. I just don't think it's a great idea to spend my time on the road in traffic. No, I literally saw the traffic. I was able to take the last exit before entering traffic because after that it takes you the 40 minutes to get to the place. So I was like, no, so scratch that. I do have to buy some gifts, so I came to Marshall's and we're gonna do that instead, and then we're gonna go home and read because I am not spending 40 minutes in traffic, because I can just imagine that is 40 minutes there and then 40 minutes back. No thank you. So I'm gonna go into Marshall's right now, buy the gift that I need, and go home, and I'll get Starbucks after I do Marshall's. But yeah, sorry, no Barnes & Noble for me, no sale, no thank you. Let's do this.
Hi, I'll be right with you.
Alright, thank you. Can I have a grande Java chip frappuccino with soy milk and 2 pumps of peppermint?
We're out of peppermint.
Okay, without the peppermint.
Okay, so just the chocolate chip
With soy milk, yeah.
Okay, do you still want the whip?
No, thank you. That's all. Yeah. They didn't have peppermint. Like always. Like, do people realize this is something they can get all year round and not just during the holidays? Everyone gets the peppermint, but it's all year round, people. Alright, I'm back home. It is 5:36 and it's dark. Super dark. I went to Marshall's and the gifts that I got are for a couple that we know. They're my husband's clients, but we love them and they love us, so we realized that we didn't have a gift for them, so that's why I went to Marshall's today. I got them both jackets just because it's not, Christmas is over, so I didn't want to get them like Christmassy stuff, so I got them both jackets, and that way they can wear them throughout the winter, like. Okay, I lied. I did get them mugs because obviously Christmas mugs are the best, so one for each. And then I also got myself, hey, you want to go outside? Okay. And then I also got myself a jacket. It's so pretty. It's a Columbia jacket, but it's so warm inside, and it's like a windbreaker. Is that what it's called? And I can work out in it, Let me take them out because they're gonna be mad at me. And we are back. Cool. And the last thing I got them was a frame because as you guys know, I got married back in September. So something that I learned from my aunt is that if you want to give people your picture and you want them to keep it, you need to give them your picture framed. So if you are gifting, like if you want people to have your wedding picture, obviously, with the people, like it's the couple and them. So like, for example, it's me and my husband and the couple that we're gifting this to. I'm gonna frame it. I actually went to Walgreens to print out the picture, and I have to say, I did not like the quality of the pictures from Walgreens. I printed out 4 more from Christmas, like the ones that we took 2 days ago, and I did not like the quality. Like, I don't know where else to go. Maybe Walmart does them better. What is this? Like, why is this not like this? Was I supposed to change that? It's completely blurry, and the quality, like the colors are not, they're not it. Like, I don't know. I did not like them. I don't like the quality, but I'm gonna keep the one in the frame, and this is gonna be added to their gift. However, I did not like the quality from Walgreens. Like, what the heck? What's that? Like, what's that about? Like, if you guys know where I can print my wedding pictures and like print them with high quality printer, I don't know, something that looks pretty, please let me know down in the comments, because I am not about to have ugly printed pictures. That is not what I want for me or my husband and the people that I'm gonna be giving these pictures to, because I am gifting more people our pictures with them. So it is 5:45 now. I am going to start making dinner, and I'll be making this right here. It's from TikTok. Obviously, I love following this guy and he makes amazing things. So I'm gonna do that. I don't have tomatoes, cheeses. Alright, I'm gonna figure it out. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Good morning, guys. I just made myself some matcha to stay up. Today is gonna be a beautiful day. It's been raining all morning, so the plan is to just stay in. I do want to stay productive today because I've been a couch potato all week and it's affecting my sleep schedule now. I couldn't sleep at all last night. I wasn't tired. I had a lot of anxiety, so the plan for today is to stay awake. I can't nap because if I nap, then that throws my sleep schedule off again. So I'm gonna try to find a way to read and not fall asleep. So I think the best thing for me is to read like at a desk or the dining table, because if I sit on the couch and I start reading, it's gonna be game over. So we're gonna try to do that. I'm also going to do my budget for next month. That's gonna take like about 30 minutes if I just stick to it, because I already have this month as a template and I already have an idea of what I have to add into the budget, and I'm gonna work on that as well as maybe some ideas for videos of next year, like which days to post. I need to find a schedule. I think Fridays are the best because I get all week to read and then I can post something on Friday and then I can record something on the weekend to post along the week, maybe a Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna try to aim to post at least once a week, but I'm gonna try to post twice a week some weeks. You know what I mean? Like maybe like a bi-weekly thing. I don't know. I have to figure that out. Right now, I'm just gonna read a little bit more. I think I told you guys I was reading. Did I tell you guys I was reading Before the Coffee Gets Cold? And I am enjoying it. So if you don't know what this book is about, we follow 4 short stories and each one takes place in this little cafe where basically everyone knows that if you visit, there's a chance that you get to go back in time, but there's like rules for you to go back in time. In every scenario that like involves time traveling, it's known that like if you go back and then you change something, it can change the present. Well, in this story, you can't change anything. Even if you go back, if you find new information, if you give information to someone, nothing you do is going to change the present. So it doesn't matter what you go back for. You might gain some information that you were looking for in the past, but you won't be able to change the present. So I like that aspect of it. And the most important rule to follow is that you can't get up from that chair that you were, like the spot you're in, and you have to drink your coffee before it gets cold to be able to come back, because if you don't, then there's consequences, and I really like that. So that is why it's called Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So we follow 4 short stories. Everyone gets their own. I've read 2 of them already and I enjoyed the first one, but I enjoyed the second one more. I did cry a little bit because it involves Alzheimer's, and that is obviously like one of the saddest diseases and like topics that you can write in a book, especially when there's like a couple. So that short story is called The Husband and Wife, I believe, and it was, out of those 2, it was my favorite. So I am looking forward to the next 2. I'm gonna try to read one right now. Alright guys, so it's a lot later. I only read about 40 pages from the 3rd story, which is called Sisters. I read about 40 pages. I'm not sure if it's just me like not getting into the book. I don't think so. I just find the stories to be kind of like, they're just okay. They're not intriguing, they're not exciting. They're just, I don't know what it is about the stories that they're not exciting. There's not a plot twist, or maybe there's one in the last story, because there are some characters that show up in all the stories because they're the ones that tend the coffee shop and they're the ones that tell people what to do. So like the main character from the last from the second story showed up in the third story, and stuff like that. However, I am not finding them to be that interesting for them to be like, like you get to go in the past, and the story, like every time they go to the past or they travel, it's like less than a page or 2 pages, like whatever happens, and everything else happens while they're not traveling, or while they're not visiting the past. So I don't know, they're kind of like, I wouldn't say they're boring, but there's nothing that keeps me like intrigued. There's nothing that wants me to keep reading. I actually was thinking about just finishing the third story and not even reading the fourth one. But like, I also just like, it's not that bad for me to want to DNF the last story, but it's also not the greatest. So I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna try to finish the third story at least, and I'll let you guys know if I do decide to read the fourth story, because I don't want to fall asleep, and I was falling asleep. So I'm gonna have lunch right now, and we'll see if I do finish the third story. Alright guys, so the plan for today was to stay productive and stay awake. So I have not been productive at all, so I'm gonna try to stay awake. My husband just went to work, and my plan was to clean the whole house while he's at work. He's only working for like 2-3 hours today, so I have a 3-hour window to clean the house. But before this, I was watching Sarah Ray's vlogs and like Vlogmas, because I fell behind on all the Vlogmas, and she made a lot of cookie dough. I have been craving cookies for a while, like homemade cookies, but I don't have the ingredients. Like, I keep forgetting to buy chocolate chip cookie, yeah, the cookies, but I keep forgetting to buy the chocolate chips to make the cookies, because I have pretty much everything except the chocolate chips. So she mentioned that she made butter pecan cookies, and I'm like, I have pecans, a lot of them, because my neighbor gifted me a lot of bags of pecan, and I haven't made anything with them. So I just came to my pantry and I checked, and I indeed have already chopped pecans, how do you say that? I don't know. And I also have the halves, so I can add on top of them. So I am going to make this right now. I am going to make the dough, because I do have to chill this for like 4 hours, and then bake them. But I think I'm just gonna chill them for 2 hours. So I'm gonna make the dough, leave it in the fridge for like 2 hours while I clean, and then once I'm done cleaning, I will put them in the oven, so they'll be baked by the time my husband gets home. So I mean, wifey materials, right? A clean house and cookies made. Yes. I'm not making dinner though, so he's gonna have to figure that out for us.
She didn't know whether that one phrase could contain all these feelings, or whether it conveyed how she felt. But every part of her, at that moment, was invested in those 2 words. Kumi looked perplexed for a moment.
Good morning. It's the next day. I just started baking the cookies. I don't know how they came out, to be honest, because I didn't follow the recipe. I know for baking you're supposed to follow like every single step of the baking instructions, the recipe, but I didn't have real butter because I apparently bought the wrong thing, and it's not butter, is I don't know what's it called again?
Margarine?
Yeah, I bought margarine. I don't know if that makes any difference. I'm sure it does. And then I also didn't have cornstarch, and I didn't add it. And not only that, I didn't have the 2.5 cups that the recipe asked for. I had barely 2 cups of flour. So I tried to do less butter and less sugar than the recipe asked for, just because I didn't have the 2.5 cups of flour, and I don't know how they turned out. So we're gonna see. They're kind of like soft, but they're cooling right now. And you would think, I mean, I come from a family of bakers. Like my grandpa was a baker. My family, they bake. My sister makes the best cakes I've ever had, and I just can't make a batch of cookies. I'm not sure. I'm gonna take those out of the pan because I don't want them to continue burning. So I am going to grab a plate. And see, they kind of got burnt in the bottom. I need to buy new sheet pans or cookie pans, whatever. So these are the cookies. I also didn't add more pecans at the top, just because the recipe asked for a lot of pecans to go into the cookies. And again, I did that before I checked my flour, and there's a lot of pecans within the cookie already. So I ended up not adding the pecan, however you say it, on top of the cookie. I will try them once they cool. I'll see how they taste, and I will also update you guys on the book because I did finish it. Alright, so let's talk about the book. Also, I took down all my Christmas decorations today because I knew that if I didn't do it this week and I went back to work, I would procrastinate and take them down until like February. I don't know, I just had to do it before I go back to work, so I did it today. And we're gonna try the cookie. I think it's cool enough. So it's soft. It might have a lot of flour. Let's see. So they're crunchy from the bottom and they're fluffy from the top, but they do have a lot of pecans in the middle, so there's not enough batter, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. They're not horrible, but they're not the best cookies ever, but they're okay. I don't know. I'll try the recipe again and I'll try to follow it like what it says and get the right ingredients next time. Like, I will eat them, especially with milk. That's gonna be so good. Oh, they're good. So actually, let me get the book. They are definitely coffee cookies. That's what they are. But speaking of cookies, speaking of coffee, I did finish Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and I'm actually glad that I did finish the last story. Like, I wanted to DNF the last story just because like the other ones were not that interesting, and it wasn't that it wasn't, and I think each story had its own sad moment, because I do think like each story was sad, but I think I was expecting more like more mystery or more angst when they went to the back in the past. I was expecting a lot of angst when they went into the past, because I thought for sure one of them was going to try to stay in the past and they were gonna let their coffee get cold, but there were a lot of ways to prevent them from letting their coffee get cold. So I thought they got an easy way out, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I just thought there could be more. It was just mid. The stories were mid, and I'm glad I read the last story because I think it was the more like it was really rounded, and there was more mystery to it, and it was one of the characters that we see throughout all stories. So like from the first story, I think we get to see her, and two of the main characters actually, like the characters from, they own the shop and they're the ones that take care of the shop. So I don't want to go into detail about what that story is, because it was the saddest one, and I think it was my favorite just because of how it happened. And not only did she get to go to the past, and then we find out that we don't only get to go in the past, but we also can go, well, they can go to the future, but no one had done it before. No one had been interested in going into the future. So that was a cool twist, and I did enjoy the last story. So I know there's 2 other stories, like I don't know if they take place within the same coffee shop. I'm sure they do, but he has 2 more books, just like this one. So I might pick them up one day, but this one, as it was, I think I would give it a 3 stars. It's not something that I would necessarily reread. But yeah, I'm glad I read the last story, and it was my favorite. I don't think you have to read all of the stories, but if there's one that you want to read the last one, and maybe the second one. But they were all sad. But just because I didn't get to spend a lot of time with the characters, I only cried in one. But yeah, I don't know. So that is all for this vlog. It is Friday, December 30th. So I hope you guys have, I'm gonna try to edit this right now so it can go up tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a happy New Year's.
Be responsible.
Be responsible, stay safe. No, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the last day of 2022. I hope to see you guys in the next month. So yeah, let me know what your New Year's resolutions are, if you guys have any. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the year, the rest of the day. So that is all for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.